Inspiration FM.
Yep. Why, Obina, you do that to me all the time? I'm like, we don't need admission, and the bouncers don't check us, and we walk around the metal detectors. Okay, I remember that, as in Remy Ma used to be the ish back in my day. She's still the ish, but yeah, I'm going to like bust a move one day. I'm still open. Okay, X1 Hollywood is live on 92.3 Inspiration FM, where I talk about news and information on the Nigerian film industry and arts, aka Nollywood. Last week I had the director and producer Charles and Monica of the movie Esohe, which is currently showing in the cinemas. So if you listened up, you could go check it out. It's showing in the cinemas nationwide. But today I have in the studio with me a very fine looking gentleman. He's wearing his face cap, as in I'm tempted to say he should take it off so that people on YouTube will be able to see your face clearly. Okay. The face is no longer hidden. So I have a nice gentleman in the studio with me. He's a Nigerian filmmaker, film director, cinematographer, writer, and editor. Only you won. And his name is Adekunle Adejuyibe. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
I know I broke it. I broke it in order to say it, but yes, he's popularly known as Nodash. Nodash, yes. Okay. So Nodash has worked as TV director, editor, and creative director for various television networks. And in the movie industry, he's worked with in the movie industry, his work was selected to participate in the 65th Berlin International Film Festival in 2015. And that same time, you were shortlisted as one of 21 cinematographers to look out for in the world.
Yes.
That's deep. Now, Nodash has worked in the movie industry, and he has been honored with many laurels for Best Editing Award, InShot International Film Festival, Best Cinematographer in Nigeria, Music Video Award, so you do music videos as well, Best Editing, Nollywood Movie Award, so Best Directing for a Musical. The list goes on, and you have been involved in movies such as The Encounter, The Bridge, The Tribunal, Isoke, 50 the Movie, Bended Knees, Facade, and Good People Dead.
Yes.
Now, right now, what is Nodash up to? He's working on empowering 70 to 100 Nigerians in the art of filmmaking before the end of 2018. And that whole empowerment thing is through the elite film team. Big things popping. And this team he leads and is the only Nigerian complete film crew and a group of professionals that provide technical support to film producers. I think I like how it sounds. And I would like to even say here that we don't only talk to actors, actresses, we talk to everybody. And you will be the first cinematographer to be on my seat talking about cinematography, editing, writing, everything. And the aim of this initiative that Nodash is going into is to elevate the Nigerian employment challenges through filmmaking, which we know many young Nigerians are interested in. We know many people are interested in entertainment. There's more to it than just music. There's film, there's the back end, and that's what is making Nodash go into it. So, do you have a question for Nodash? He's in the studios right now. The number to call is 0700-923-923-923, or you send a WhatsApp message on 081-731-36193. I'm going to be asking him all the questions pertaining to the initiative, how people can get on board, what people can learn, how can you be a part of the elite film team. That sounds deep. That sounds like commando. Like, yes, we're going to conquer. So if you want to know all that, then you can either call us, or you can send a WhatsApp message, or you can just listen up and hear what he has to say. He's obviously going to drop his social media handles before the show runs out and tell us how we can get on board this training. So let me just begin things up. Like, how would you clearly define your roles in the different productions you have been involved in? So you have cinematography, you have editing, you have... And I have a personal question for editing, as in, how do you people just even like what's going through your head when you have some scenes and then something? I'm like, what's the matter now? We know now, as in. So, how will you clearly define your roles in the different productions you have been involved in?
Yeah, I think with every production comes, I mean, once you understand how the production structure works, it's quite easy to define for every production your unique place. So on some productions, I'm a cinematographer. On some, I'm a director. A lot of times, I combine cinematography and directing.
Okay.
On some, you know, I do different things. I produce and all that. But for every production, it's kind of like when you're in a car, right? It's like asking, all of us probably drive, but if I was in your car,
yeah,
I know my role as a passenger is not to handle, is not to touch the steering wheel.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so, yes, or else there'll be trouble.
Yeah, there'll be chaos.
So it's very clear, you know, what each person's role is.
Yeah.
You understand? It's quite easy, really. Once it's, I think the conflict comes for people when you don't clearly know where the lines are.
Yeah.
You understand? And because I work, I have a bit of experience along the production value
Yeah.
chain. It's quite easy for me to, a lot of times when I work with people as a cinematographer, for example,
Yeah.
it's easy for me to understand where they're coming from because I'm also a director.
Yeah.
So it makes their jobs easier.
Easy, yeah.
I mean, I'm never going to be a cinematographer on a set and then start directing. That would
Yeah.
never happen.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just drive the director bunkers.
Yeah, but I know, I mean, I can feel the pulse of the director, and I sometimes I know what they're thinking. So it helps, you know, it feels into it. A lot of directors say, oh, no, that you're reading my mind. I'm not reading your mind. I just,
You just
understand
know.
from
Yeah.
experience what you probably would.
So I wanted, as in while you were speaking, I just thought to myself, which role is the role that you do more often? So you have cinematography, you have writing, and you have editing. Of course, there's directing as well. But
Yeah.
which one do you do often? Like, with all the productions, like I mentioned, which one is the one that is the most out of all of them?
Yeah, the one I do most, I mean, there are two of them that I do most often,
Okay.
and it's directing and cinematography.
Oh, okay.
When I'm working with other directors, most times, I mean, I'm cinematographer. But for all the projects that we do, TV commercials, documentaries, and films, that, you know, I direct. So it's somewhere in between directing and cinematography. Those are the two.
Okay.
I edit selectively.
Because the number of questions, half of the things that are wrong with the Nigerian movies nowadays is editing, though. Do you agree?
I think it's one of the things that are wrong, yes.
Yeah.
I think it's one. Sometimes, though, I mean, it's hard to blame the editors because editors have to put together what you've given to them. Yeah. So if you give them bad footages and you don't shoot all the, you know, you don't give them all the footages needed to tell the story they need to tell, then there's not much they can do, you know.
That. I was watching a Nigerian movie yesterday, and I got in at about 10. By 11 o'clock, we were still watching the movie, and it didn't feel like it had progressed any further than where I met it. And I'm like, why is this happening? Yeah. As in, so a lot of times, what we see, all those scenes that don't necessarily need to be there. Yeah. Why do we even have a problem cutting scenes and cutting people off? So let's say I don't know whether she's famous or whether she's not famous, or he or she is not famous. If I see that scene is not necessary, I will remove. Why can't we have a problem? Like,
well, I think it's somewhere in between the directors and the editors, right? Because no matter what your editors and edit, it's still the director's vision you're trying to execute. Yeah. So it's up to the director to have the final say on how the editor can suggest. And I know sometimes editors do. They suggest and say, oh, we need to lose this whole scene. And the director is like, no, we can't. No,
not at all. Yeah. So the director is still the boss, it doesn't.
Yeah, it's the director's vision.
Yeah.
So,
so directors, you put us in a mess sometimes. Just take note. Yeah. So how, relatively, how easy is it to make it in the Nigerian film industry? Like, and what skills can people like readily learn to be in that industry? I know most people want to act. Like I have talent. I acted in my primary school play. I'm like, it's more than that. But how easy is it for people to make it?
I don't know about easy, but I know that
nothing is easy. Actually.
Yeah, but I know that
just my questions. Go on.
But I know that there are so many disciplines in the film industry that are yet to be explored. Right? The ones that are being explored, you know, we need to find people to explore them even better.
Okay.
But there are also many of them. For example, I mean, a lot of people know about acting. They know about directing. Some people know about cinematography. Not a lot of people know what the grip department is about. The
what?
Exactly. The grip department.
Grip?
Yeah.
Oh, those are the people that hold the mics.
No.
Don't they have, the people that hold the mics?
Those are the sound guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, in that space, we don't have a lot of because people don't know about them. And without these departments functioning properly, you're gonna have
grip must be the people that hold the camera. This me just guessing.
Well, to simplify, the grip guys are the ones who are in charge of support. Okay. You know, anything that you put the camera on, like the tripods, the tracks, the cranes. That's so the grip you have department.
Someone. I know I've watched a couple. I've seen a couple of behind the scenes where you have someone holding the camera. You're having like a motion scene, and then someone is guiding him because it's not like he can turn around.
Yes.
Is that like what?
That is one, but it's a lot more. For example, if you want to shoot,
more technical than that.
Yeah, if you want to, I mean. Something I think everybody has seen. You've seen movies or behind the scenes where you have the camera in a what I would call an unnatural position. Say, for example, you're driving a car and the camera is on a car rig.
Okay, yes.
Who builds that rig? Who's in charge of keeping the camera stable? Those guys. So all anything that you need to put the camera on. I mean, if you want to put the camera, you want to make the camera suspend over whatever. Yeah. And it's more than that. They even help in the lighting department. Anything that requires support.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's simple. It's good to know. I think most people are just concerned with, you know what, I want to be known, I want to be out there. So a lot of people are like, it must be acting or anything. Even the costuming, people shy away from costuming, makeup and all of that. Although makeup can be excessive sometimes. So